referee looks at his watch and his second now.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hello, welcome back to WantMyBet TV. I'm Tom.
I'm Olly.
Today we're talking Premier League.
Yes, we are. This is actually the second time we filmed this because the first time we forgot to turn the mic on.
You say we, that's kind. I forgot to turn the mic on.
So
had an absolute stinker. At least we didn't get to the last game. And then I realised
all the enthusiasm just got sucked out of us.
Yeah, so we had to
try our best
go
to be
away
enthusiastic
and come back because it was really good as well.
It was a really good one. You missed it.
Yeah, it would have. You'd have got loads of comments. Okay.
Anyway, if you don't know what this show is, this is WantMyBet TV, and we basically go through all the research, pull out the stats on the Premier League games, look at what markets we think will be good to bet on, and basically,
uncover the value.
Uncover the value, put them out there. We don't claim to be the best tipsters in the world. We're football fans like you, but we've done the research and we're talking through it. So take and leave what you want.
Exactly. So yeah, don't bet on all of them. Not all of them are going to win. It's never happened. Probably never.
Close once.
We did get 9 out of 10 once, but it's not going to happen. If we say it's a red one, when we're pulling out our tips, that means it's got value. So we think that's better odds than it should be. So maybe worth looking at.
Yeah.
Okay, first one is a Friday night game. So make sure if you're doing fantasy football, you get in there early. So Friday night, Leicester versus Newcastle. So this is 7th versus 15th. Newcastle basically safe. Leicester flying.
Yeah.
Won 5 of the last 6 games. The last 3 home games on the bounce and scored at least 2 goals in each of them.
Oh.
Brendan Rodgers sprinkling a little bit of magic over Leicester.
I really don't like him.
I quite like him.
Do you?
Yeah.
Him and Pardew, mate, a skin crawl.
Mate, Neil Warnock's my one. I'd quite happy.
I mean, do you know what? I actually prefer Neil Warnock to those two.
I did love Neil Warnock when he just stood in front of the line. That was class. Big fan of that.
Fat boy in the school playground, wasn't he?
That was good.
That was good.
He did get a few little notches. I liked him for that. So Vardy's got 8 in his last 8 for Leicester, including 2 at the weekend against Huddersfield. Man on form. Newcastle have lost their last 2 games. Failed to score in both of those, and away from home they're winless in 6. Leicester good form, Newcastle not.
Not so much.
Easy one. Leicester home win, 1.7. I've said red, but not great value.
After everything you've just told everyone about value.
Okay, fine. It's not great value, but it's a good one for an ACCA. So if you're doing a little European ACCA, La Liga or whatever
Friday night
on Friday night.
If you're doing a Friday night ACCA, I wouldn't include that in your weekend ACCA.
No, not in your weekend ACCA. No.
That would be foolish.
But the other way to go on this one is Vardy anytime, 2.1, pen taker, bang me goals for fun.
That's
2.1, that one's red.
Yeah.
I've said 2-0 Leicester.
Lovely stuff.
On to Saturday.
Right. Saturday. Spurs versus Huddersfield.
Okay.
So, Spurs did pretty well in the Champions League, didn't they?
Yeah, you called it as well, didn't you?
Only called it.
I
was adamant.
When it was draw at half time, I put draw half time, City full time. I was like, oh, I fancy this.
Yeah.
I had a couple of quid on as well. So I fancy this. Didn't come in.
So, as you would have seen, Harry Kane got injured. Nasty one.
Yes.
Rolled his ankle.
Oh, Delph, little cheeky one. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't like that.
Wasn't nice. Not good to see. We like Kane.
Yeah.
But basically that leaves Spurs in a little bit of a injury dilemma.
Yeah, got a few injuries.
Kane's out, Dier's out, Aurier's out, Lamela's out, and possibly Alli could be out.
Quite a few injuries.
His elbow in that game as well.
Yeah, I thought it was hand, elbow, wrist.
Something like that.
All of them. Probably.
So, I'm not saying that they're necessarily going to slip up here.
Yeah.
But what I am saying is they're depleted, so they might not be at their best.
Could be a little bit stickier than normal.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Then, if you add in there a little bit of another bit of knowledge.
Yeah. Okay.
From previous
insight, little bit of Prem insight.
This is what I like to say: Premiership experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Premiership watching experience.
Yeah, like know-how.
So, if you would have watched the Premier League over various years, you would have noticed it becomes quite frequent where a team is relegated and then suddenly starts
picks up. It's like they get superpowers.
Yeah, they're just playing for pride. They've got nothing to play for anymore. So might as well start playing some good football. They're relaxed, maybe.
Could happen with Huddersfield.
So, Huddersfield, recently relegated.
Yeah.
They're not expected to win. They're playing Spurs, who are playing well, haven't conceded a goal or lost at the new stadium.
Ground. True.
So, what I'm saying is, it's more dangerous than the stats suggest.
Yeah,
The
agreed.
stats say Huddersfield have lost 10 of their last 11 matches.
Yeah.
Failed to score in 6 of their last 7 away games.
Yeah.
And so on.
But there'll be no value in a Spurs win.
There's no value in a Spurs win. So, you've got to look elsewhere for a bit of value. This is what we do on this show.
What have you uncovered?
So, given the fact Spurs are a little bit depleted, they're probably going to be starting with Llorente up top with Son off.
One eye on the Champions League,
One
which
eye
is
on the
next
Champions
week
League
as well. Could rest a few.
They're playing Huddersfield, they'll probably think, yeah,
Could rest a few. Yeah, agreed.
So, take all of those little bits of information. I think Spurs will edge it,
Big
but
fan.
I don't think there'll be many goals.
Big fan.
So
of
I've
this.
uncovered 2 very good tips here. Spurs to win and under 3.5, so both those together,
Like that.
is 2.2. Very good.
Yeah, I do like that.
That's red.
Very.
If you want to go a little bit riskier and get higher odds, Spurs to win and under 2.5 goals.
Yes.
Again, could easily happen.
Yeah.
4.1.
Yes. Like that as
Unbelievable.
well. That's red.
That's red as well. Score prediction is 2-0 to Spurs. Could be 1-0 Spurs.
2-0 Spurs is, I think you're bang on with that one.
I just feel like, I mean, if I was feeling really, really punchy, I would actually go Huddersfield double chance. But
Nah.
I don't
Spurs
want
are going
to
to
be a laughing stock, and I'm being sensible.
Spurs
and
will win that.
That's good value.
Spurs will win that.
Good
1 or
value.
2-0, I agree with you.
Good.
Okay, 3pmers. Brighton versus Bournemouth. So this is 16th, 33 points versus 13th, 38 points. Both teams are struggling for form. Both been ropey. Lost their last 2 games. Brighton need the 3 points though, desperately. They're only 5 points above Huddersfield. So they could, if they don't win this, get dragged into this.
Yeah.
Brighton, I'm alright, just mate.
You need it, mate.
Alright. Brighton have only scored 2 goals in their last 5 home games. And that only win was 1-0 against Huddersfield. So everyone beats Huddersfield.
Oh yeah.
There's been under 2.5 goals scored in 6 of the last 7 Brighton home games. I mean, not going to be many goals. Bournemouth's away form is horrendous. One of the worst in the league. Lost 10 of the last 11. Their only win was against Huddersfield. Everyone wins against Huddersfield. So, I think the tip is under 2.5 goals, 1.8. Not bad value. I think that could be tight.
I think it will definitely be under 2.
I think, basically, Bournemouth have checked out. They've got 38 points. They're basically safe. Booking their holidays. Got one eye on the beach, going to Ibiza with their missus. Sandbanks, whatever it is. I think if a team's going to nick it, I think it'll be Brighton, because Bournemouth are horrendous away from home. So a Brighton win is 2.35. Not a red one, but could be worth a dabble. I reckon 1-0 Brighton.
I like that.
Happy with that?
Happy with that.
Okay.
On to the next game, which is potentially last on match of the day.
No potential about that. That is last on match of the day.
Burnley versus Cardiff.
Yes.
So 14th versus 18th. Cardiff start the weekend 5 points off safety. And they've lost 5 of their last 6 in the league.
Yeah, Strugs.
So they're going to be, they know that they need to get points here.
Big time.
If they're going to get points, there's a strong chance it could be against Burnley.
Forgot how strong airwaves are, by the way.
Look at your eyes.
Mate.
They're very strong.
Absolutely destroyed me.
This isn't an ad for Airwaves.
No, it's not.
Other chewing gums are available.
Are available, yeah.
Cardiff have conceded at least 2 goals in 5 of the last 6, and they've lost all 5.
Cardiff are struggling.
They are struggling.
They lose this, they are in deep.
But they need to fight to stay up, so
Yeah.
I think they will definitely give it a good go.
Yeah. Neil Warnock will get them up for this.
And they were unlucky against Chelsea.
Yeah,
and
big time.
It's definitely
They
going to be a
need a
tight game.
result. They need
But
a
having
result.
said that, Burnley have won their last 2 games on the bounce now.
Yeah.
Beating Bournemouth away, which
Good win.
Bournemouth are good at home.
Yeah.
That's a great win.
Yeah,
I think
it
I
is.
said Burnley at half of that.
Yeah, you did. Great
shout.
Yeah, it was.
And they beat Wolves at home, and Wolves are
They've been
smashing
flying.
it. drew with Chelsea, beat United.
Beat United.
So
got to the FA Cup semi-final. Yeah.
They're playing. Burnley are playing well. So with that in mind, I think Burnley might edge it.
I agree.
So I've gone Burnley to win as my tip, 1.95. Score prediction 2-1.
Like that.
Before we move on to the next one, I don't know if any of you lot have been watching that Peter Crouch podcast.
Watching it, I've been listening to it.
Watching it or listening to it.
Yeah, fine.
I meant listening.
It's
if you're
so
not,
good.
It is unbelievable.
Watch it.
Watch it.
Watch it. I mean,
It's
listen
so
to
good.
it. You know what I mean?
good.
Listen to it because it is actually class.
Yeah, even if like you don't particularly like Peter Crouch, which I can't.
You don't
imagine.
need to.
It's so funny.
He's unbelievable. My favourite one was the paella one. So he goes away.
So
I think he's
good.
he's obviously in Spain or somewhere, and Ibiza, I think it is. And he tries to order a paella, but it's for only two people.
and they won't sell
And he's
it.
like, "Yeah, I'll just pay for it." And they're like, "No, mate, it's only you eating it. It's one person.
Yeah, you can't have it.
You can't have it." He's like, "What are you talking about?" So he gets up and leaves the hotel the
It's a
next
good
day.
story.
Class.
But
Check that one out.
honestly, if you've heard about it, or if you haven't heard about it, go and listen to that Peter Crouch podcast.
It's very good. We'll get him on here one
And in
day.
fact, send him this video, and we'll get him on the scene.
Yeah, we'll get him in.
Him and was it Chris and Tom?
Chris and Tom,
So
yeah.
get them all in. We'll do the next show here. Talk a bit of football. Here's some stories. Perfect.
Exactly. They need somewhere to record their podcast.
Why
They can
not?
Do it here.
Could do it here. Loads of space.
Loads of space. No furniture.
There you go. Perfect. So if you're watching that, guys,
Come
give us
get
a little
involved.
message.
Come get involved.
Olly at WantMyBet.com.
Yeah, and Peter Crouch lives in Ealing, so he's only
Oh,
around the
just
corner.
down the road. Well, doesn't
Yeah.
it? It probably lives in Burnley, doesn't it?
No, he commutes up
Does
every
he?
day. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Easy. Right. Next.
Okay, next. Fulham versus Everton. So, another 3 p.m. 19th, Fulham, relegated, versus 9th, 46 points. Fulham lost 6 on the bounce. Even at home, they've lost 5 of the last 6. Their only win was against Brighton. Brighton has struggled away from home. They've got the worst defence in the league.
Yeah.
Conceded 76 goals in 33 games. That is relegation written all over it. You're never ever going to stay up. You concede 76
Well, they
goals.
are. They're down.
Yeah, I know, but that's just
They're already
useless.
gone.
Everton, though, hit a bit of form. Won 3 on the bounce, beaten Chelsea, West Ham and Arsenal.
Very good.
And they haven't conceded in any of those games. In fact, they've got clean sheets in 5 of the last 6 games. Everton finishing the season very, very well. And they've scored 7 goals in the last 3 away games. I think this one is a formality. Everton win is 1.75.
Yeah.
Decent.
Wouldn't say it's red though.
The win to 0 might be though. 3.2. Fulham struggles. Not scoring any goals.
But-
Mitrovic.
The one thing you're missing out is what I mentioned earlier. They are relegated and they are at home, so they might start playing.
Maybe. They just haven't got a
I'm not saying
manager.
they'll win, but to nil's a bit risky for me.
Everton looking good at the moment. I honestly fancy Everton to win this. I would even say, I've gone 2-0 Everton by the way. I would say those last 3 games, a cheeky little Trebs is good.
Treds.
Everton, Burnley, Brighton. Get good odds on that as well, I reckon.
There you go, you heard it here first.
Yeah, there you go. That's my Trebs for the weekend.
Right, next, Southampton versus Wolves. Right,
Okay.
so Southampton are actually in pretty good form at the moment. They've won
they are.
3 of their last 5.
Playing well under their new weird named manager.
I can never say.
Hazel.
But yeah, they're playing well. They're playing good football.
Yeah, they are.
Wolves will be absolutely livid after throwing away a 2-goal lead with 10 minutes left in the semis.
Oh,
FA Cup. That must leave a bit of a stinger.
oh
in
it's
terms of
a
like,
killer.
in terms of like confidence and stuff.
At 78 minutes, they're like, we're in the FA Cup final.
I think it
we're
was
going to be in
like
the FA Cup final.
82nd minute.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're
Yeah.
going to be in the FA Cup
Got
final.
masks out, everything. He must have felt so stupid.
Oh,
after
what a
that.
dickhead. What a dickhead.
But the thing is, you go into the last 10 minutes, you score the 2nd goal.
Yeah,
you're
you
2-0 up,
think, yeah.
you think it's pretty safe.
Mate, you get the mask out. You get the mask out. If there's a time, especially Wolves are good defensively normally,
Yeah.
don't concede that many, you'd think, I
Yeah.
can get the mask out. No. Jimenez had a stinker, sorry.
So
pal.
did that fat bloke in the crowd.
Yeah, yeah, it's jokes.
Sorry if you're watching,
Fat bloke in the
but
crowd.
you have had a few.
And Jimenez.
And yeah, and Jimenez. But anyway, yeah, where am I going? So basically, they're going to be a bit wounded after that.
Yeah, big time.
Having said that, they have been good in the league.
Yep.
They obviously beat United recently, and they drew with Chelsea in their last 3 games. So they are going to be assuming they pick up from where they left off in the league, they should be pretty good form.
Yeah.
Southampton are 5 points above relegation.
They need the points.
So they need the points way more than Wolves do.
Yeah, they do.
And I think they're at home. They should be fighting for it. I reckon they'll put in a good shift.
I do. I reckon that.
There's been under 2.5 goals scored in Wolves' last 4 away games.
Tight.
And under 2.5 goals scored in 7 of the last 8 home matches against Wolves.
Okay.
So in general, when these two play, there aren't many goals. It's tight. So my tip is under 2.5 goals, 1.61.
Yeah.
And the other tip would be draw. I just think it's got draw written all over it.
Yeah, it really
3.2.
Score?
1-1.
Yeah, okay. And then the late kick-off on Saturday night, United versus West Ham, 5:30. So this is 6th versus 11th. United fighting it out for top 4. United have lost 2 of their last 3 games in the Prem, and both of those were away games.
You called that.
And I did say I thought they might lose against Wolves. I did call it. I know Ashley Young got sent off, but I just had a feeling. However,
played all right against Barca though.
Played pretty well, and Solskjaer still undefeated in the Prem at home. Even though United were 2-0 down against Burnley, came back. So I think at home, United are decent. West Ham, away from home, not decent. Lost 5 of their last 6. 5 of their last 6 have seen both teams to score. And they have lost 5 of the last 6 as well. They only drew 1 game against Palace 1-1. They failed to score in 5 of the last 6 as well, away from home. So United, decent at home under Olly and Solskjaer. West Ham, terrible away from home, not winning any games, not even scoring away from home. That means Man United to win to 0. 2.6. I'm going for a 2-0 win. Yep.
Alright, okay.
Yep. I know you hate that market, but it's coming.
I like it. I would have maybe gone for Rashford or Lingard or maybe Martial.
Maybe a Martial anytime.
He's going to probably rest some players.
Rest a few with with the.
But we need to get that 4th spot, so it's a must win.
Yeah, I fancy that though. United win 2-0.
Right, Palace versus Man City on Sunday.
Yep.
Right, so
205.
205, random.
Really random. Why the 5 pass?
So City are 2 points behind Liverpool now with a game in hand. So basically, every game is a cup final.
It's like sudden death.
Exactly. Cup final time.
Cup final time. Yeah.
Both Liverpool and City have to win the rest of their games basically.
Yeah.
And there's some hard games in there.
It's whoever blinks first.
Yeah. So City have won their last 8 matches, keeping clean sheets in 6 of them.
City good.
Very good.
Even though they lost against Spurs, but still.
But they have been grinding out results.
Yeah.
They
not smashing.
They haven't been smashed. They've been, I'd say, good game management.
Very good.
Yeah. So they've been winning 1-0, 2-0, doing the job,
keep the
getting
ball
it done.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's been under 2.5 goals scored in Palace's last 3 games.
Okay.
And under 2.5 goals scored in City's last 3 away games.
Okay, got ya.
So can't see there being that many goals in this.
It's going to be tight.
Plus City will have one eye on the Spurs' second leg.
Big time.
So, my tip is under 2.5 goals, 2.38.
Good value.
Good value. That could
Very
even
good
be
value.
red.
Yeah.
Or City to win and under 2.5 goals.
Quite like that as well.
Which is 3.8.
City have been grinding out away wins. It's a good shout. Score?
Score prediction is 2-0 to City.
Plus they've got Champions League as well, so they'll...
Yeah.
Then the big game this weekend.
Big game.
Liverpool versus Chelsea, 4:30 on Sunday, Super Sunday. So this is top currently, but City could go above them.
Yeah.
82 points versus 5th, 66 points I think Chelsea are on now. Massive game. So Liverpool have won 4 on the bounce. Their only home game that they drew before that was 0-0 with Everton. 4 of their last 6 home games have seen both teams to score. So Liverpool were rock solid defensively, now starting to ship a few goals.
Understandable.
Yeah. Happens. But they're still undefeated in 37 home matches. very good at home. Chelsea's away form though has been ropey, but they have won 2 of the last 3 away. Beat Fulham and Brighton both 2-1 and lost 2-0 away at Everton. But Everton, good form.
Yeah.
We all know what happened a few years back when Gerrard was playing. Cheeky little slip.
The slip.
Let Demba in.
I think it was about the same.
It was
the same day.
Same.
I think it was the same day. I read that.
Roundabout. Yeah, I think
it was the same day. It's like meant to be, isn't it?
I've just got this funny feeling Chelsea are going to kill Liverpool's title hopes.
And I'm not being funny. That is 100% going to be in the back of the Liverpool 9.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, every time there's a 50-50 or like a chance where they could slip or anything, there'll be moments in that game where
I've just got a feeling
creep into their
that
mind.
Chelsea are going to get something there. So this game last season finished 2-1 Chelsea. So I think this was the last time Chelsea are the last team to beat Liverpool at Anfield. I think I haven't double checked that.
Someone can
confirm that.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments for
you.
3 of the last 5 games between Liverpool and Chelsea have finished 1-1. So
could it be?
I've gone for my tip is draw, which is great value.
4.4.
4.4. Draw is never that much. It's normally about 3.3 tops. 4.4. I honestly fancy a draw in this one, and I reckon this is 1-1 as well.
I mean, as a United fan, obviously we need Chelsea to slip up and drop points, but I don't really want Liverpool to win.
So that's an ideal result for you.
So actually, that probably works out alright.
I mean,
come on, want to draw?
I think that could happen.
Good.
Okay, Monday night.
Monday night we have Watford versus Arsenal. Ooh. On the subject of slipping up and calamities. I potentially think Arsenal have quite a few left in their locker. I
mean, Arsenal have been a bit unlucky. Hit Everton when they're in form and Watford when they're in form.
It's the worst possible time to play Watford, basically.
And the worst time to play Everton.
Watford will be absolutely buzzing after their FA Cup turnaround.
Yeah.
Full of confidence.
Yeah.
Plus, Troy Deeney absolutely loves playing Arsenal.
He's honestly like the Incredible Hulk.
Turns.
Every single time he plays against Arsenal.
Do you remember that last time where he's like, oh yeah, they haven't got any kahunas?
Yeah.
It's true though.
I mean, he will batter Arsenal. I know it, I've seen it so many times. He just runs around battering people against Arsenal and wins every single header. Every single header.
Fair play to him.
Deeney anytime would be a shout.
I do like Deeney.
Honestly, it would be a shout, Deeney anytime.
Arsenal recently have been pretty good at home.
Yeah.
But away from home, they're winless in their last 4 away games in all competitions.
So bad away from home.
Losing 3 of them.
Well, honestly, so bad away from home.
So, it's a really bad time to play Watford. Especially as Watford are unbeaten in their last 7 home games in all competitions, winning the last 5 on the bounce. I'm not being funny. There's definite...
If I was doing my tip on this game, I would have picked exactly the same things.
Right, so my tips are, Watford, if you're going to play it safe, Watford double chance.
Yeah.
1.75, decent odds, get that in the acca.
Likely.
Watford to win either half, 1.98.
They will 100% score. Arsenal haven't kept a clean sheet away all season, the only team in the league.
And then, if you're feeling a bit more punchy, Watford to win, 3.3, decent odds.
It could easily happen.
Yeah,
I think we lost there last year.
And then if you're feeling even more rogue, do like a Watford win cast, Deeney to score.
Watford,
that would be very good.
Would probably come in as well. Oh.
So, score prediction is 2-1 to Watford.
Okay.
Come on, Watford.
Kills me.
Come on, Watford.
That could easily happen. Okay, and then there's one more little bonus ball. Tuesday, Brighton versus Cardiff. Don't know what happened on the weekend.
This is a huge game.
But this is massive. If Brighton don't win and Cardiff win at the weekend, there could only be 2 points between these teams. So this could be
a massive,
huge relegation 6-pointer. So
which will mean it'll be tight.
Yeah, it could.
Whatever happens.
I think it's going to be tight.
No one will want to like.
It's going to be tight, whatever. I think, even if it's just going to be tight. Either way, it's going to be low scoring. Only Newcastle, Fulham and Huddersfield have scored less than these 2 teams. So they don't score many goals. 3 of the last 6 times they've met, it's been under 1.5 goals.
That's a punchy shout, by the way.
Yeah. Very punchy. Under 1.5 goals, 2.88. I think this is honestly...
Could be a double. That could be a double.
It could be a double dome. Could easily be a 0-0. I reckon Brighton might just nick it because they're good at home. I've gone 1-0 Brighton.
There you go.
That's it for all the Prem ones.
That is it. Lots of very exciting games.
At least we didn't have to repeat everything that we've said.
Twice.
Clanger.
It was definitely better the first time.
Yeah,
but you'll never get to see that, so you just have to live with this, I'm afraid.
Trust us, it was really good.
Right, that's it. We'll see you next week.
Next week.
Hope you have a great weekend and win lots of money.
Do it. See you later.
Now then, the referee looks at his watch and his second now.